Hey, patriotic internet friends and family, welcome back to the channel. In this video, Jamaica's roads. We're gonna talk about Jamaica's, poor road condition. Me see the road repair in full effect. Experience it firsthand. If you're in over half an hour worth of traffic because them do road repair, that's just a necessary sacrifice. If you want good, you know have to run. That is what you call a necessary inconvenience. Me not no problem with that. The issue we have is the part of the road where they ended a fix. Them never do the entire road, and it's a major thoroughfare. It's a major main road, see? So then do one little part, but above it, up there so one fix as well, and below where they fix, like that's so bad for like the last 20 years. Me not exaggerate. So me I try understand where them a do when them a say them a repair the roads. Cause it look like they just a touch and go. Do one little piece there, so do one little piece round, so touch a next little piece back, so you get me. And it seems both administrations have neglected the roads for so long. It had on a national crisis, a national emergency, because both administrations have been neglectful of repairing the roads. Jamaica's roads, where potholes are deep enough to double as swimming pools. But don't worry, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has just declared them a national emergency and dropped a cool $2 billion to fix the chaos. But is it enough, or just another patch job on a crumbling legacy? Stay tuned. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more juicy updates on Jamaica's political and social scene. Welcome all patriotic Jamaicans. The movement continues. Make we get into it now. Let's kick it off. The problem. National emergency declared. PM Holness, in a dramatic twist, labeled Jamaica's deteriorating 20,000 kilometers of roads a national crisis, which it is. The recent deluge of rains hasn't helped, turning our highways into obstacle courses. Literally. Everybody who know say if I told them I get out of hand, like literally. No joke, no night. The $2 billion band-aid at a signing ceremony with China Harbor Engineering Company check for the $45 billion Spark program. Holness announced $2 billion for immediate road repairs. We need far more than $2 billion. Like, a $2 billion now go do it. We already say it's like a 1% of the roads I get repair and touch and go. An extension of the $3 billion REACH program that tackled damages from Hurricane Beryl. But wait, there's more, because managing these funds is now solely the job of the National Works Agency, NWA. No pressure, NWA. It's a crisis that needs an emergency response, declared Holness. But can this patch-up plan outlast Jamaica's potholes woes? Will $2 billion really solve the headache for 27,000 kilometers of roads? Or is this just another empty promise? Let's dig deeper. The blame game. Neglectful administrations versus Holness's defense. Holness didn't mince words, throwing shade at past governments for neglecting Jamaica's infrastructure and making hollow promises. The road conditions are not from neglect by this government. He insisted instead. He cited decades of mismanagement and lack of economic planning, as if you can't point finger. No, let's be honest now. This is where you always have to hold politicians accountable whenever they talk. Like Dr. Brogy, come on now, you're in there for 2 terms. Say, we give you the first term. From the beginning of your second term, every year you should allocate $3 billion to repair roads. Every year. Through the NWA. every year. The roads them supposed to get repaired. Me not go pressure you, even though I could and I should, say you should repair a road them from your first term every year. So now you not get to come and say you want to fling the other administration under the bus. Come in, the labor right, the first thing I must say, oh, PMP in there for 18 and a half years. Yes, we know. And we not discount that and we not discard that. But guess what? Are you in a power now? So moving forward, we have to hold you accountable. You don't get to throw shade and fling the other administration under the bus. It is now your job to fix the problem there and take the credit and say, yes, and me repair all of the roads them, and me fix all of the roads them, and the JLP administration do it. That's what you're supposed to do. Fix all of the road them and take the credit. Well, that's what I would do. That's what a smart person would do. Instead, you come and play the blame game. No, we're tired of that. You in a power now, fix it once and for all. Audit revelation. Surprise. Jamaica has 27,000 kilometers of roads, not the 20,000 kilometer we once thought. Holness promised a data-driven repair plan, but critics are asking why now. Yeah, because the general election come up. Either right or foot. You see me? 2025 general election. That's why I'm do it now. Last ditch effort to try win the election. Biggest allocation ever, with 45 billion earmarked for roads and water repairs under the Spark program. Holness boasted this is the largest budget ever devoted to such projects. Yet skeptics argue that bureaucracy, lengthy procurement processes, and political favoritism might stall progress. Yes, because that's what we see in the past from both administration. It was them guilty of doing the same things when it comes to the procurement of these major projects. Them have to set it up in a way where them are going to benefit and get a kickback out of the money. So them have to be careful, say, who them are get the contract to during the procurement process. Them can get a little tricklings or a big cut or a decent sizable amount of the funds if you go in for them personal pockets. Because we know, say, that is how things run in Jamaica. Holness says, we will fix your roads sustainably. But is sustainability worth the wait when Jamaicans are stuck dodging potholes today? Like every day we are dodge pothole. The promise and hope. A transparent fix. Holness doubled down, promising accountability with strict procurement policies to ensure funds aren't squandered. Oh really? No need to block roads. We already know the issues, he assured citizens. So why would not neglect it so long if you don't know, say, the roads are actually deplorable, are in a poor condition? You see, this is how I understand. You can't drive your vehicle if your vehicle not straight. But yet you don't have good roads for drive pan. Make it make sense. You have to get fitness, license, registration, insurance in order to drive your vehicle. And we know insurance for a private entity. But the public sector side, when you have to go tax office and you have to go examination depot, that is the government. So you have to go through the government in order to be able to drive pan a road. And you don't have good roads to drive pan. At one point in time, the JLP administration with Finance Minister Audit said them did go use 20% of the gas tax in 2009 to go towards road repair. So in 2009, the government collected 4.8 billion from gas tax. So 20% of that 4.8 billion there are going to go towards road repair. That's what the JLP say. 20% of that 4.8 billion at the time in 2009 was approximately 960 million was assigned for the road repair fund. So that's just a little history and backstory so you can get a clearer understanding and more context So what happened to that special gas fund there? If we go towards road repair from 2009 under the JLP administration. So you see now, this is why the JLP cannot criticize and throw the PMP under the bus and blame the PMP. No, that not gonna happen. We're not gonna allow you to do that, Prime Minister Andrew Holness. This is accountability time. What we do with that the money then? That is something we should have signed into law. Say 20% of the gas tax annually should go towards road repair every year. So how we catch us with so much bad roads? What not do with the money? What not do with taxpayers' money? Cause tax money not benefit we not feel it, we not see it. Cause no roads not fix. Spark program to the rescue, described as Jamaica's largest road and water repair initiative. Spark promises to upgrade major traffic routes and economically sensitive areas. Is this the transformation Jamaica's been waiting for? Minister Desmond McKenzie chimed in, praising the steady leadership of the JLP under Holness, saying, for the first time, we can allocate significant resources to fix our roads. And let me give credit to the attempt to start repair the roads and run water in communities like St. Elizabeth. I mean, know some people are going to say, at least the Prime Minister do something. The other administration never did do nothing. They neglect the road them for 18.5 years. Comment scholar, hear what me I say. You see, we don't praise mediocrity and underperformance. You get what me I say? You don't make excuse for your favorite political party and your favorite political leaders. That's not how it works. Everybody have a job for doing it. The lawmakers and these politicians, for them job to make sure say the country run good. In case you never know or maybe you never get the memo, that's their job. Everybody have a job what they have to do. Them now do for them job effectively and efficiently. Them do the bare minimum when they go in a power. Everybody just lazy and a drag their foot and I get big salary every month for not doing anything because they feel like they have job security and who are gonna fire them? Surely not the people will make excuses for them and say, oh, leave my Prime Minister alone. You see me? Leave the opposition leader alone. Like, really? Here's a summary of highlights and key points. 1. Crisis declared. PM Holness labeled poor road conditions a national emergency. 2. $2 billion allocation. Emergency funds will focus on high traffic and economically vital roads. 3. 27,000 kilometers revelation. A new audit unveiled the true extent of Jamaica's road network. 4. 45 billion Spark program, largest ever allocation for roads and water infrastructure. 5. Pass blame. Holness criticized previous administrations for years of neglect. Let's get into my breakdown, my reaction, and my commentary. So now we give additional detail for further background and context. This is a Gleaner article from 2011. Title of the article is Government of Jamaica Shortchanging Road Maintenance Fund. This is the JLP administration in power in 2011. Something strange seems to be happening with the gas tax, and we hope the Standing Finance Committee of Parliament will seek answers on the country's behalf this week. Figures contained in the 2011 to 2012 estimates of expenditure tabled in the House of Representatives last week indicated that Shaw has broken his promise to direct and increase proportions of the gas tax to road maintenance. Some 1.4 billion is budgeted to flow into the Road Maintenance Fund, RMF, from the Special Consumption Tax, SCT, of $8.75 that has been applied to fuel. last year, which would be 2010. As we said, this article is from 2011. The special consumption tax contributed 1.5 billion to the RMF, while 1.8 billion was paid into the fund in 2009 to 2010 fiscal year. Key note and pay attention to that. Fast forward to 2024, we see PM Holness should out 2 billion. 2 billion in 2024, and in 2009 to 2010, them did have 1.8 billion figure towards road repair. So pay attention. Shaw, at the time of announcing the gas tax in his 2009 to 2010 budget presentation, projected it would earn 13.3 billion, 20% of which would be paid into the road maintenance fund in year one. The finance minister also promised that 35% would be allocated in year two. Year two would be 2010 to 2011, and 50% in year three. Year three would be 2011 to 2012. Key note and pay attention to all of that. We are at the stage now when the taxpayers who have been gutted by this wicked tax are deserving of half their money going to fix roads. At the very least, assuming that the gas tax would be supplying the same revenue as it did in year one, 6 billion should be allocated to the RMF. We should not be having a situation where the allocation is being reduced each year. Not only do we find the situation unacceptable, but it is worrying when one considers the money which is allocated to the road maintenance fund from the gas tax is to be used to repay the Jamaica Infrastructure Development Program, JDIP loan. JDIP loan? What you saying? Let us recall that at an emergency board meeting of the Road Maintenance Fund in May 2010, following the signing of an agreement between the government of Jamaica and the Import-Export Bank of China for a loan of US $340 million to finance the JDIP. The chairman said the loan could not be repaid unless the government honors its commitment to increase the allocation of the gas tax to the fund. Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis, in a special report last year, which is when I say last year, the article at about 2010, also said, in light of the fact that the RMF's projected cash flow indicated that the fund will only be able to service the loan for the first 2 years. There is an urgent need for the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service and the board of the RMF to resolve the uncertainty in respect of the servicing of the loan. Translated to simple language, if the Ministry of Finance continues to shortchange the RMF, then unborn Jamaicans would be burdened with the responsibility of repaying the loan to the Chinese. And this is despite the fact that citizens are already putting up money to cover the loan. Shaw has just not seen it fit to put the people's money to the use for which it was intended. So apparently none of the money went towards fixing the roads and the potholes. Apparently that's what happened based off of what the article has said. It is not good enough for the finance minister to tell the nation where he had to find money from to pay the bills. So he has had to borrow some of the gas tax proceeds. Jamaicans complied with the gas tax because they held out hope that one day they would have roads, surfaces that are not dangerous for donkeys to traverse. So if a road's so dangerous for even donkey travel upon it, imagine the vehicles. Jamaica was to have been pothole free by 2003, as the then government was adamant that the way to development was through good roads. We still do not have those good roads. So in 2003, the PMP was in power. So at the PMP Prime Minister Andrew Holness referred to when he say them did fi fix the roads and them never fix it, so enough him fault. But it is Andrew Holness' fault from 2009. And when me say it is Andrew Holness' fault, me attack the JLP administration under Bruce Golding and Audit Shaw. So me no want no comment scholar I take me out of context and I say about Andrew Holness never did not power then he did the education minister. We know I am referring to the JLP administration. And now because of Andrew Holness in power for the last 10 years, so him have to shoulder the responsibility. That's how leadership work. You don't get to deflect and blame other people. When you in power, you take charge and you do what you're supposed to do. When Audit Shaw did make the bold claim and the bold statement, just like the PMP did. But Shaw actually collect money from the taxpayers to fix road whenever get fixed. Them borrow $340 million US from the Chinese government. So go figure where all of them the money they go. We don't know. The JDIP is intended to take us to that point we should have been in 2003. We wait the delivery on this promise. And while we wait, Shaw must tell the country how the Chinese loan will be repaid, since he has refused to keep his promise to increase the allocation to the road maintenance fund from the gas tax, which we have paid for these road repairs. That's what the article said, and this is from 2011. And don't think me just criticize the JLP government because me not have nothing to say, or me just criticize them for the sake of it. No, me actually have to give the PM Holness and the JLP administration credit for actually take up the road repair in hand. But me want them take it up in the right way. Me no want you do no half attempt, no half approach. No, me want the full 100% to fix or repair all of the road them. Me no just want ya criticize the PMP way in there for 18 and a half years alone, because that's where a two party them do. Then do the back and forth of throwing each other under the bus. That not help the situation. When me want you to do PM Holness is actually repair all of the roads them. But you can't use it as a tactic to win election. And when you win the third term, it's back to business as usual. When election then here again, me I go fix all of the roads them again. It can't work like that. Uno been doing that for years. Because uno take we for fool. Uno actually see we as idiots. So now when me see me in a traffic for over 30 minutes, and uno just patch one little piece of the road, that's my lived experience, you know. And this happened like almost 2 weeks ago. Me I say, what kind of joke thing this Every year the roads them supposed to repair and maintain every year. And people when own car don't care about potholes. So we know how that the part they go already. We need enough to do better. We need our politicians to actually care. You know, I see one person comment on one of my videos, and the person wrote and said the Prime Minister is more concerned about building his private business than actually running the country and the affairs of the country, because he's 100% focused on building his private business and enterprises. That's what the comment said. So that's a reflection of the sentiment we're in a lot of people's minds. Because we see the allegations and accusations of corruption here and there, illicit enrichment here and there. So people actually pay attention. And I say the Prime Minister's focus is preoccupied with other things. His number one concern as the Prime Minister is not to govern the country and govern it well to the best of his ability. I don't want the PMP feel like say, uno can come and win election in a 2025 and uno can do the same thing, business as usual. No, then there's the done. We have to start hold all politicians accountable. That's how you get change, you know. You get change by holding politicians accountable. At the end of the day, you can't blame the politicians for what they do. We have to blame ourselves. Each citizen of Jamaicans, we have to blame ourselves, because it's our job to keep them accountable and responsible. It's our job to call them out and say, hey, that not look good. You need to resign. You need to step down. You can't stay in an office and power. Hey, the roads them really want fix. We not drive on them road that gonna work. When I mash up my car, that's an unnecessary expense and spending out of my little salary where barely can stretch to do nothing. Me never buy a car for in a couple months it start weak and squeak as me a drive. When me buy my car, whether brand new or pre-owned, no for a pre-owned vehicle them then drive. When you just get them then drive like them brand new, smooth, firm, no noise, no sound. But because of the bad roads them, over time, your vehicle in a drive like how you used to drive when you just purchase it because of the bad road them, the constant pothole where you are dropping. It even bend up the tire them. A lot of people don't know that. You see little fine iron them, the fine steel wire them were in the tire, constant dropping a pothole, bend up your tire them, you know. And by the time you're going to have to change your tire them and put on 4 brand new set of tire. Some people cannot afford the 4 set, then change them to 2. But a pothole do that. A bad road do that. So it's an overall wear and tear on people's vehicle. And them a bad road there is a national crisis. It past emergency stage long time. Feel like the past 20 years, the past 10 years, it'll get worse and worse. The roads keep getting worse. Me keep seeing new potholes that pop up on old ones. Multiple new potholes keep popping up on the old one. Them will get neglected and fixed. Much more can be done. The politicians them now work, and just because the people them now hold them accountable. So me no want nobody come in the comment section. No comment scholar. Me no want hear in the comment section and make excuses and I said this and I said that. You're not part of the problem. Let me just say it clear. Me no need enough to subscribe and me no need enough to watch me video them if you no take offense to what me just say. You know a part of the problem. Because you don't hold politicians accountable. All you do is make excuse for them and blame the other side. And then the other side do the same thing. Me don't want nobody like me now. You see me? Me no need nobody feel like me. You think this is about me a look favoritism? No. This is about a better Jamaica. A Jamaica where the citizens can actually enjoy their country and drive on good roads in their country. And get good political leaders where start put the country and the people first. We don't need no foreign power for you come and influence our leaders and I say, oh, do this, do that. And them are the things that are not in the best interest and benefit of the citizens of Jamaica. We don't want a politician to sign a deal where I go against the morals, our values and our traditions as a people. I am not a fan of blame game. I am about results. You're in power, get the job done. Stop complaining and stop talking about what them never do. We know what them never do. We know them in a power for 18 and a half years. We know. But how long you gonna use that as a crutch and an excuse? Whenever the light shine upon you, because you in a power and you also neglect the roads. You neglect your road too. This is your second term, and upon the last piece of your second term, you're running now if you make it look like say, oh, you actually do something. Why you can't? When you step in a power, you step in, hitting the ground, running. If when you did just come in a power, because your second term this, you know. So your first term, if you did start fix the road every year until now, that would be almost 10 years of constant road repair every year. You allocate money for repair the road them. You don't feel say over time, the road them would have be completely repaired and completely fixed. Put in less strain to find money to fix so much roads. 2 term of 10 year, all of the road them could have done fix in the 10-year period if you did address them every year. So no, you don't get to come and play the blame game and blame the PMP administration because you are used that as an excuse to absolve yourself and dodge accountability. And I say, oh, I never me cause the problem. And the PMP were in there for 18 and a half years of them cause the problem. No, I saw it work. That now go fly. That lame excuse now go work around you, sir. take accountability and responsible for the 10 year where you in a power now. 2 term is a long time to get a lot of things done. Way bag of excuses for the mental gymnastics for. And more importantly, a major cause we are mash up the road them. You don't ever see the highway them have no patrol. You know why we don't see no patrol on the highway? Because the highway do not allow overweight trucks to drive on them. You see, the overweight truck them are one of the major reasons why the road them a mash up and a cause new potholes. Me constantly see trucks where overweight we carry, whether sand, mall or gravel. Overweight till it quat. So you know when you get excessive rain and the water soak through and soak under the asphalt or tar or whatever. I am not a civil engineer. So whatever it is where them are spread on the road. So when the water soak in and soak through excessive rainfall, when them the heavy truck they go on them now, guess what? If a mall underneath it as a sub-layer, mall soft when it wet, so guess what? It a go sink. And when it sink now, you see a pothole start form because the truck overweight. Car SUVs and pickup can't do that. But them overweight truck they where nobody now monitor. And if police stop them and I try to do their job and I say, oh, me need to give you a ticket no car. It look like a truck overweight. A man will drive a truck call him boss. And by the time you quint, his squad get a call and say, yo, stand down. Now what you do? You know them man there? Them man there me general in a man. So even if a police try to, you know, do the right thing and say more charge or ticket the overweight truck, a such man truck, you can't touch such man truck. Such man and that the MP and the soup probably a friend. As so Jamaica run. And the man with him truck overweight we have mash up the road them. Him no care. Him only concerned about if he make money. And I truck them and make him make millions. So he no care if him truck them and mash up the road. You see the highway we go Senton, one scale the panina. If it trucks, if you weigh the truck them to see if they're overweight. Because overweight trucks are going to mash up the road before time. Because based off of my limited knowledge when it comes to civil engineering, roads are built to withstand a specific amount of weight where you can carry without any damage being done to it. Is it? Yeah. So we need to get this overweight truck them we are drive on regular roads under control immediately. So is this the turning point for Jamaica's roads? Or are we just paving over old problems? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more deep dives into Jamaica's biggest issues. And keep those notifications on so you never miss out an update. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. One love, Jamaica.